Hi everyone, and welcome back to Itay Software. I'm Professor at Cal State Fulton, and today we're diving into a critical aspect of job hunting: how to ask for referrals effectively. A student of mine recently shared with me their experience of applying to over 70 positions, securing only 12 referrals despite direct requests through LinkedIn cold calls. Let's analyze their approach and see how we can improve it. So here's what the student wrote. Hey, I'm glad to learn about your extensive experience in tech. I learned PF is hiring for SWE roles. I believe I would be a great fit. I'm currently actively interviewing and can join immediately. Would you mind referring me? Thanks and have a great one. And then he attached his resume and personal portfolio links. Now, on the surface, this might seem okay or acceptable, but actually I think it's not very good because it's lacking in several areas that might explain the low response rate. I think it's about 17%, something like that. So to explain that, I want you to take the position of the person being contacted. So think about the person actually getting this email. Now, instead of doing it maybe line by line, think how it looks like. So let's go through the problems, imagining you're reading this. The first one, it looks spam. Why? Because the personalization is missing. It started with this generic greeting and immediately jumps into a request. I have no idea, if I was to read it, why you contacted me versus anybody else who works at maybe engineering. And it kind of feels like spam. As you can see, you could have potentially just changed the company name, maybe PF or somebody else, and that would have been a generic email sent to thousands of people. So the first thing, it looks like spam. The second thing, I have no idea who you are. Like, are you a student? I mean, yeah, you're looking for a job, I would assume, but are you even in the US? Like, why? Who are you? Why should I care? This essential context, like the fact that this person is a graduating student, is not mentioned, which is crucial for understanding the context for this email. This person is a new grad. That's useful information. The third issue here is that I'm not really sure what you want me to do. The message mentions a referral to SWE roles. There could be many of them, and doesn't specifically tell me which role or why you might be a good fit for it. To be more specific here, it could have helped the recipient understand what are you asking them to do. Like, maybe I don't even know which SWE roles are open. The fourth is an unsolicited attachment. So you're attaching a resume right away, and that could seem like presumptuous or maybe desperate. It's better to seek permission first, and this could make the recipient more receptive. Remember, this is a cold call. That person is not in the sales funnel, is like very early on. He doesn't even know if he's even interested in replying to you. Just ask the minimum for them to just say yes or respond. The fifth thing that I watch this is that this is written sloppy. For example, you can see thanks and have a great one at the bottom, have like a single quote. It looks very unprofessional overall, the email, very generic, very unprofessional. That makes me less interested in responding to you, because if you didn't put the time to think through what you're going to ask me, I feel it might be disrespectful and I might not answer back. The sixth thing here is that you have irrelevant information that wastes the person's time when reading. For example, you're mentioning, I'm currently actively interviewing and can join immediately. Okay, why do you care that you currently actively interviewing? In many cases in LinkedIn, there is also like a limit for the number of characters that you send if it's not in email. Use them wisely and use the time of the person reading wisely. Don't waste their time unless it's something that they need to know. The last one, which I also really did not like if I was accepting this, is these generic, inauthentic compliments. There is like these generic phrases like "glad to learn about your experience," extensive experience. Why that does not feel authentic? Like why are you glad to learn that I have extensive experience? I mean, I'm not sure. This is kind of insincere and doesn't really add value. So those are 7 things I found. If you found more, you're welcome to comment at the bottom. And now I'm going to say what I potentially would have been done differently. So I'm going to suggest a very simple approach. It's not the only approach, but it's a very simple approach to have a concise and effective way to structure such LinkedIn cold call. Think about this as just 3 sentences. First, personal targeting. Why are you reaching out to me? For example, I'm reaching out to you because I was inspired by your recent talk at the Atlanta Insurance Tech Conference. That says something about me. I was there. Different person was not there. That means that this is not spam because you bothered learning something about me. The second sentence is just a brief introduction, like who you are. Like you could say, I'm a computer science student, passionate about tech innovation in insurance. Recently completed a project with maybe, I don't know, United Healthcare or something. Make it as objective as possible. And also remember, this sentence needs to connect with the previous sentence. Why? First, I want to know why you sent me the email. And second, I want to know how are you relevant to what I am. Then the third part is just have a very clear ask. I noticed there is an open role for an AI engineer within the team of, let's say, core. Could you please forward my resume? So you're asking something very specific. There is an open position. You put the name, so I know there is an open position. Maybe I don't know. So now I know that there is an open position, and you want to apply for it, and you're asking me to forward your resume. Now, about attaching additional information like GitHub and resume. You don't need to attach this resume. Remember, you're not trying to close the deal here. You're just trying, the other person could just say, sure, and then you can send them the resume. You're asking for permission first. I think that's better, not closing the deal immediately. All of this information, by the way, for example, your GitHub or overall your resume, if somebody is interested to know if you're relevant, should already be in LinkedIn. I mean, I could just click on that person and see who they are and see if I think that they're relevant. So there is no need really to attach it. For more tips on making effective LinkedIn connection and improving your referral request, drop a comment below. And if you found this helpful, like and subscribe, and also share with your friends for more insights into navigating the tech job market. Thank you for tuning, and I'll see you in the next video.